outside here to the Statehouse to talk about freedom and rights, but they were met with jeers. The militia responded with their own message for the protesters.
Freedom! 1, 2, 3, freedom!
Paige Steeman from Piqua marched with the militia groups, not to shout or taunt, but saying for another reason.
We're here to pretty much peacefully assemble and let everyone know that we're here for unity. We're here to come together as Americans to make sure that everybody's freedoms are protected, even the people on the other side.
I asked her about concerns over seeing semi-automatic weapons and combat gear marching downtown.
No, not when it's being carried by the men and women who've served this country.
One militia member taunted protesters by saying Muslims don't belong in America. Al Yosef was standing there saying several of his family members are military veterans too.
So when I hear people say Muslims don't belong here, it really kills me. It's like our sacrifices don't mean anything. This is our country just as much as it's anyone else's.
Both sides agreed to one thing, saying that dialogue, even at the top of their lungs, is important. At the Statehouse, Rick Reitzel, NBC4.
Medics revived a 1-year-old boy in southern Ohio with Narcan after his mother called 911 saying the child was having trouble breathing.
Do you think he got into something, or?
I don't know. We don't have nothing here that he could get into anything that's drug-wise or anything like that.
This turn into lessons.
A local church held an impromptu graduation for the seniors, and they will get their diplomas after working on a school beautification project.
Well, for everyone who's waited for the sizzling temperatures that are associated with summer, we have to wait very long, but there's something that's connected with that, talking storms.
Yeah, just a couple of showers really out there right now. There's still a chance we could see a thunderstorm the rest of this evening, but really I'm not expecting anything severe. So really looking okay. You know, it's just the type of situation where you may have to bring it inside for a little while. Just a few lighter showers out there on live Viper radar at the moment, zooming in over a couple of areas. As you can see, we've got, again, just some weakening shower activity moving through Hanover area, heading toward Nashport, and some of this approaching the Zanesville area as well. Maybe a few sprinkles around Pleasant Grove. Not much more coming in behind it. You can see a few more storms over northern sections of Indiana, back off to the north and west. So again, still just that lingering chance of a stray shower, maybe a rumble of thunder for the rest of this evening. Nothing severe expected. So yeah, after that, it's just the heat. That's going to be the big weather story for the rest of the weekend. Temperatures were a little warmer today. Of course, a little cooler after some of the thicker clouds moved through. A little bit of that rain up to the north, but otherwise we're sitting in the upper 70s, lower 80s around Columbus, where the Arts Festival kicked off earlier today along the downtown riverfront. Rest of this evening, temperatures down in the upper 70s. It's going to be hot for the rest of the weekend and dry starting with tomorrow afternoon. And out there along the riverfront, that's where we find NBC4's Sean Lanier. I know, Sean, in the past they haven't had such great weather luck out there, but a little better for this weekend.
Yes. Right now, we're doing really good. I'm actually standing under a tree. We have some
finally spending a little time together in the same space. The little hippo had to be separated from her mom when she was born prematurely. That was for safety reasons that they separated them. And you can see BB there sitting in a relaxed position while Fiona is out exploring. A big celebration today for 2 graduates who worked their tails off. I had the skills these canines have been perfecting in order to work with fire investigators here in Ohio.
But first, surveillance cameras capture a terrible tumble on a New Jersey sidewalk. We'll show you what happened after this woman fell right through an access door. Your home, your family. If you have an issue, I want to hear about it.
Better Call Jackson, only on NBC4. What are people saying about NBC4 today?
Chemistry, vibe, awesome.
It's nice to have those people that you see every day and know who they are.
I think you guys are very engaging in the morning.
See what everyone's talking about. Wake up with NBC4 today.
If you think that old car in your driveway isn't good for much, Ronald McDonald House Charities would like to turn your thinking around. Donate your vehicle, boat, or RV and help your local Ronald McDonald House provide a home away from home for families with seriously ill, hospitalized children. We'll pick it up for you, and a hefty tax deduction just might be rolling your way. For more information about donating your vehicle to help Ronald McDonald House, visit the website.
He is charismatic and he is all about giving back to the community. You can trust your neighbors, and he's our neighbor.
And I get my weather at Channel 4, NBC4, folks. I'm telling you, Bob Nunley does all that kind of good stuff right there.
I know what to expect when I walk out the door, like if I need an umbrella, so I trust him.
Start your day right. Get your weather on the 4s with Bob Nunley, only on NBC4 Today.
As a veteran, you put our nation first. Now Ohio is putting you first. Find jobs and connect with employers at ohiomeansveteranjobs.com. Use your military training toward free college credit, or apply for a professional license or certification. Visit your local county veteran service office to discover all the benefits you've earned. Learn more at ohiovet.gov or call 877-OHIO-VET.
What are people saying about NBC4 Today?
TV goes from cartoons to you guys.
We watch you guys every morning to first find out the weather. My husband's obsessed.
The news is important to me, so I know what traffic to avoid.
I do a lot of the traffic because we live on the west side and I work on the east side.
Oh, yeah.
So I like to know if there's an accident or something because there's different routes I can take.
Right. And weather and traffic tells you what to avoid.
See what everyone's talking about. Wake up with NBC4 Today. If there's one thing you need from your weather, it's accuracy. Storm Team 4, rated.
A New Jersey woman hospitalized in serious condition after a bad fall and was caught on camera. Take a look. Security video shows the 67-year-old woman walking while on her phone. She didn't notice an open sidewalk access door in front of her and plunges right into that hole. Passerbys reached to try to help her, but she disappeared into the hole, falling about 6 feet. She was rescued by emergency crews and then rushed to the hospital.
An update tonight on the fatal bus crash in Atlanta that was breaking news last night at 5 o'clock. One teen was killed, 39 others injured in that crash involving a church bus. The group of students and adults were members of Mount Zion Baptist Church in Alabama. They were heading to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport for a mission trip on 2 separate buses until one of them somehow wrecked with 2 other cars. This one even has first responders shaken up.
One moment, things are fine, and the next moment, you're dealing with something like this. It's just tough.
The teen who died in the crash has been identified as 17-year-old Sarah Harmoning. Some other victims are still listed in critical condition. Not clear yet, though, what caused the crash. The weekend festivals throughout the city will be fun, perhaps not, for drivers. NBC4's Jennifer Bullock has the details in tomorrow's traffic tonight.
Good evening. A lot happening around central Ohio over the weekend, and that could mean slowdowns for drivers. Keep in mind the Columbus Arts Festival underway right now in the downtown area. Of course, that means that we are seeing closures along Civic Center Drive, also West Main Street, Rich and Town Streets as well. If you need to access the area, whether you're going to the festival or maybe just trying to navigate around it, use West Broad Street, as this, we are hearing from organizers, will remain open through the weekend. And of course, those closures will be in place at least until 6 on Monday morning, so make sure you look out for that. Also, look for a lot of activity around the campus area tomorrow and on Sunday. The Buckeye Country Superfest taking place at the Shoe. You could see lane reductions, possible closures on surrounding streets, especially along Lane Avenue. So just make sure that you plan ahead for any delays and any detours. All those signs will be posted for you. That's tomorrow's traffic tonight. I'm Jennifer Bullock, NBC4.
Let's give you a live look at traffic right now at I-71 and Gemini Place near the new IKEA. You can see it's all clear there for shoppers right now. A nationwide recall that affects women taking one brand of birth control pills had the packaging mistake that could lead to an unintended pregnancy.
And if you're headed out this evening, watch out for maybe just a couple of pop-up showers, even an isolated storm. Temperatures stay on the warm side. We're down in the 60s waking up tomorrow morning, and then it just gets hotter from there. Details next in the forecast.
But first, a pair of 4-legged fire investigators are ready to get to work here in Ohio. We'll show you what it takes to become an arson canine.
Start your day right. Get your weather on the 4s with Bob Nunley, only on NBC4 Today. When you need answers, when you need results, pick up the phone and better call Jackson.
Your community, your home, your family. If you have an issue, I want to hear about it.
Better call Jackson, only on NBC4. What are people saying about NBC4 today?
Chemistry, vibe, awesome.
It's nice to have those people that you see every day and know who they are.
I think you guys are very engaging in the morning.
See what everyone's talking about. Wake up with NBC4 today.
If you think that old car in your driveway isn't good for much, Ronald McDonald House Charities would like to turn your thinking around. Donate your vehicle, boat, or RV and help your local Ronald McDonald House provide a home away from home for families with seriously ill, hospitalized children. We'll pick it up for you, and a hefty tax deduction just might be rolling your way. For more information about donating your vehicle to help Ronald McDonald House, visit the website.
He is charismatic and he is all about giving back to the community. You can trust your neighbors, and he's our neighbor.
And I get my weather Channel 4, NBC4, folks. I'm telling you, Bob not only does all that kind of good stuff right there.
I know what to expect when I walk out the door, like if I need an umbrella, so I trust him.
Start your day right. Get your weather on the 4s with Bob Nunley, only on NBC4 today.
As a veteran, you put our nation first. Now Ohio is putting you first. Find jobs and connect with employers at ohiomeansveteranjobs.com. Use your military training toward free college credit, or apply for a professional license or certification. Visit your local county veteran service office to discover all the benefits you've earned. Learn more at ohiovet.gov or call 877-OHIO-VET.
What are people saying about NBC4 today?
TV goes from cartoons to you guys.
We watch you guys every mornings to first find out the weather. My husband's obsessed.
The news is important to me, so I know what traffic to avoid.
I do a lot of the traffic because we live on the west side and I work on the east side.
Oh, yeah.
So I like to know if there's an accident or something because there's different routes I can take.
Right, and weather and traffic tells you what to avoid.
See what everyone's talking about. Wake up with NBC4 today. If there's one thing you need from your weather, it's accuracy. Storm Team 4, rated as the most accurate team in Central Ohio.
Keeping thousands of concert goers safe at one of the biggest music festivals in the state. New tonight at 6, the steps law enforcers are taking right now to ease fears at this weekend's Buckeye Country Superfest. How the events in Manchester are keeping local police on high alert.
Now at 5:30, Columbus Fire and the State Fire Marshal were all together today celebrating a new graduating class, 2 K-9 units. They've been a big help to investigators. But before one of those canines gets put into action, it was announced another dog will retire.
The Columbus Fire Department has 1 K-9. He's served 6 years and retires next week. NBC4's Elise Chengary has more on the 2 new K-9s and where they will serve.
The 2 new K-9 units will be helping arson investigations. 3-year-old Baxter will be heading over to the Columbus Fire Department and 14-month-old Finnegan over to the State Fire Marshal.
City of Columbus, there's a lot of work.
A lot of work, head K-9 trainer Dennis Hammond says, along with extensive 10-week training to get Baxter and Finnegan prepared along with their handlers.
When I first came out, I was just like, well, how hard can it be to train a dog, to work with a dog? After the first day, I was just like, there's a lot more to this than I thought. Even as far as how you handle the leash, if you hold the leash too tight, you can make him sit accidentally, and you might get a false read. If you stand still too long, you might make the dog sit accidentally. So you have to read the dog.
These are a very powerful dog. If they're trained correctly and they do their job correctly, they are a major tool for an arson investigator.
Here, the K-9s are showing their scent detections.
Imprinting them, teaching their search patterns, teaching them the game, basically.
Both Baxter and Finnegan will be used for accelerant detection. For example, sniffing out gasoline or ignitable liquids at an arson investigation.
He can detect even the smallest amount of an accelerant being used, and he can direct us directly to that, because when you're on a fire scene, all that ash and debris is laying on the floor. You can't see it, but he can smell through that.
Baxter will officially begin his first day of work on June 15th and Finnegan on June 25th. In Columbus, Elise Chingari, NBC4.
Now, Storm Team 4 with Central Ohio's most accurate forecast.
I was out earlier today, and a large number of folks had their tops down. They're in their convertibles today.
I was hoping you were talking
Good
about
day
cars.
for it. Well,
family show. Yep.
That's right.
Watch it, Ellie.
It's Friday, right? We're all having fun, get ready for the weekend. I know, and folks with the tops down, the car tops down, maybe wanted to crank up the AC here as we go into the next couple of days with highs reaching the 90s eventually. We did get warmer today. Right now we're sitting at 81 in Columbus. Right now the humidity not so bad today, 34%, but that number will be going up in the days to come as well. Let's look live outside from the Coghlan Toyota Skycam. A nice evening, really, for the most part. We haven't seen much rain so far, not expecting much more for the rest of tonight. You can see the beautiful skyline there in the distance where we have the Arts Festival going on along the downtown riverfront. So 81 in Columbus, but we've got slightly cooler temperatures. Still nice and comfortably warm, though, from Marion down through Mount Vernon, Zanesville area. Over in Muskingum County, we've got upper 70s in Athens and lower 80s from Marysville down through London, Washington Courthouse, Circleville, and the Chillicothe area. Live Viper radar only showing a couple of weakening showers moving through areas north and east of Columbus right now, from the Newark area through Nashport, Zanesville, Pleasant Grove. Again, just weakening showers, so not a major deal. We look upstream here and look up to the north and west where we have some scattered storms over sections of northern Indiana. Those are traveling to the east. Most of that looks to stay away from us, mainly to the north of our area, but still, I'm not going to rule out that stray shower, maybe a pop-up storm for the rest of this evening. Not expecting anything severe. If you do start to hear any rumbles of thunder, temperatures cool down through the 70s later on tonight. We'll start out only in the low to mid 60s early tomorrow morning and then quickly rise up through the 70s by, say, 11 o'clock or so, already approaching 80 degrees as we hit the lunchtime hour. The air quality looking